Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a new entrepreneur? Today, with my guest Claudia Villasana Muñoz, we pull back the veil. We laugh, we cry, and even celebrate. Let's get started. Hey, everybody, welcome to The Art of a Meaningful Life. I'm Carmen DeValis. I am your host, and I have a wonderful guest today. But first, I want to just remind you of our mission here. And so, I am just on this mission to foster a movement, a way of being where kindness, compassion, able to tell our truth, all these wonderful things are more of a way of life and are accepted as our way of being instead of being the like only if I have time kind of stuff, right? So this is what we're talking about today and the role of entrepreneurs, which can be a bumpy road as we're going to hear, right? So I have a guest today who I adore, Claudia Villasana Muñoz, who does some amazing things. And today, man, it is like girlfriend hour. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, don't you think?
Absolutely. Oh, thank you for having me.
I know what you do, but let's share a little bit with the audience. So what what makes up your day, both in your personal and your business life?
Well, it's really busy. Get up super early, take care of the dogs, the cats, everything, the kid, and then I start working, whether I am, thinking about what is the next product that is coming or, the next market or where I'm gonna be doing partnerships with someone, right? Like to present my product. So more kid stuff, more dog stuff, more cat stuff, and more emails, phone calls. It is busy. It's really, really busy.
And I'm kicking myself right now because I should have been holding up one of your beautiful products because I'm a fan. Claudia creates the most beautiful leather handbags. And, I'm not really a bag girl. I have not like a bag lady, but a girl who really loves her bags. And I just feel so special when I'm wearing yours. I think maybe because I know you, but even before I knew you, they're just gorgeous. And I just love that. So I wanted
Thank
our
you.
audience to know what you do. And, I'm all about telling the truth. So when I say I really love your bags because they're very special, I mean that.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I
Yeah.
do leather handbags and accessories. And this was an idea that had been in my brain for many, many years. But a couple years ago, it was time for me to do it, right? Like COVID happened, changed my life. And then I took the leap and decided to do it. It's a lot of work. And I do it because I want something unique and special and real, right? So I don't use anything plastic. I use real leather. So that's why when you feel them, they smell like leather, right? And you can feel the texture because they are like hand carved instead embossed like many others. So,
Work of
and I only
art,
do
Claudia.
few.
They're works of art.
I think they are. And I only do few because I want to make sure you have something unique. So you don't see it everywhere you go, right? Like
Yeah.
because otherwise, what's the point? Yeah, it's a process, but I love it, makes me happy. And I am a bag person. I have always been, and now it's even worse. I know. It's okay.
I know. I see yours and I say, I want that one. I love it. I'm so curious though, in this I don't know, what was like that trigger for you that turned on that button and said, now is the time, when it was time to do your entrepreneurial thing?
So I learned a little bit about business and I fell in love with the business world. I was always on the healthcare, right, system, and I didn't know anything about business. And then during COVID, I adventured. I learned about it. And then someone gave me a bag. I'm not going to say the name, but it's plastic basically. And I was like, this is something I can do and better, right? I should do it. And my husband, who probably was watching TV, football, something, he's like, go for it, do it.
Well, that
And then a year later, I launched. So
a
I was like,
year,
okay,
yeah.
it sounds good.
Yeah.
Why?
And a year sounds like a long time when you've got a dream that's just been simmering. But then on the flip side of that, relatively speaking, a year, because I don't know about you, but I did not know what I did not know. And there was a lot. There was
Well,
a
I didn't know.
lot to learn, and I had no idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I would have approached it had I known, to be honest.
It is a lot. So I launched without knowing the things behind. I was like, what, marketing? You need to do marketing? Excuse me? People are not buying just because? So I started learning about marketing, right? And I didn't know about the website. Like I knew you needed a website, but I didn't know everything behind.
Yeah.
I didn't know about networks. I didn't know about even taxes. Really, like
Mhm.
I really learned as I was doing it.
Yeah.
And I
And
think if I had known before, I probably was still thinking about it
yeah.
because this is scary. When you think about all the things that can go wrong, this is scary.
Yeah. And
So
even going to like the very first of a networking meeting, which I was had to been like kicked in the pants. You must go. You've got to meet people. They're not just going to come to your door, which surprised me, of course, because I thought people just would come to my door and
absolutely.
find me. I didn't know I had to get out and talk to people a lot. And the first thing, like networking, and I mean, I knew where the exits were, and I would just excuse myself, and before I even had to say a word, because it was terrifying, terrifying to talk about what I do
Absolutely.
when I'm not even sure yet. I'm like, I'm doing everything. I don't know. It's a lot.
And to do it in a frame time, right? Like, because you
Mhm.
only have so much time. And then to
Right.
follow up, right? Like, it is so much that goes behind that. I don't know. I think you just have to do it.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I did.
You have to. And then you got to, as you said, follow up. There's a whole process. There's a system to every piece of it. And
Absolutely.
some of that behind the scenes that happens. And because, we are look beautiful every day, but I'm not quite so sure I look like this every day.
I know, right? Then you have to plan what I'm going to be wearing, like on the other side, right? How
Right.
I'm going to be presenting. How is my hair going to look today?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
It's a lot.
if you had to choose just one of the biggest challenges, so like say the creative piece of your business,
Mhm.
all of our business is creative, isn't it?
Yes.
Really. We can say marketing and stuff, but that's all creativity. So what do you think the biggest challenge?
I don't know. I think there are many, but to me, it has been when you go to events and you network and you know people and you follow up and you do all the things that you are supposed to do. And then there's some people that will take advantage of you. Really. I mean, the truth. Or they will say, oh, I will connect you. I have the perfect connection for you. I will text you this. I will do this for you. And they never do it. The disappointment, right?
Mm.
Like, and it happens more than what you imagine.
Mhm.
And I feel that has been a challenge for me because it really hurts me. Not the fact that you didn't do something you said you were gonna do. I mean, just the action. To me, if I tell you, hey, I'm gonna go and do this, I
Right.
do it because I know your business maybe flourish with my help. So if it doesn't cost me anything, why not? And if I believe in what you do and I'm telling you you are great, I should do it. So to me, I think that I'm still struggling with that, with
Yeah.
when people disappoint you. So
Yes.
it happens. I should get used to and just move forward. But
You
I don't
see,
know.
that's why we have this movement going on here, Claudia, because that's all a part of that connection to one another. It's because we can't do it alone. We can't do it alone.
No.
That whole idea that I could just sit here and people would come to me, it just doesn't happen. We need others and we count on others just like they count on us. And that is disappointing when somebody gives us our word especially when we're respecting them. And you're probably doing something for them too, to say, yeah, and we help
Absolutely.
each other. That's part of it.
Absolutely. I think that has been a challenge just to know that this happens. So from the 10 people that promises something,
Mhm.
maybe just half of them will really come true. I'm working on it.
Yeah,
It has to be on me, right? I cannot change what they do, but I can change how I react.
right.
So it has to be on my side at the end of the day, and I should learn to get over.
I don't know. Get over me. You're learning from it and just seeing. What about reminders? Do you remind people? Like, we're busy. Maybe we forget. Do you remind them and then they still don't come through?
I do, and then if they still not, I'm not just gonna be
Mm.
again. I'm just like, okay, next, right? Like by now, I'm like, okay, next. But
Mm-hmm.
it's still in the back of my head. Maybe I need therapy to
Don't
let
we
all my
all?
emotions out.
Don't we all? Yeah. I wonder if it just kind of boils down to is not everybody is for us. And when we recognize that and people show us who they are, like we believe them, right? And say, okay, then that's not where my investment in time or money go business wise, right? And then you look to see who else, where, I mean, I love collaborations. I think collaborations are key. Like, who can you help? Who can help
Absolutely.
you? And then you both grow bigger, right? And it's a love thing.
Absolutely.
Claudia, I did as a photographer, I did portrait work before. Now I just kind of hang out with flowers, right? But I did a lot of
And I
portrait.
love your flowers, and you
Thank
know
you.
that. They made me so happy.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe that's why I love you. They make me happy too. But when and I'm doing portrait work, right? And people say, "Well, I'm going to make sure if you, especially in the beginning, right? If you just do this for me, then I will do X, Y, Z, and then I'll reimburse you this." And sometimes people didn't even pay, nor give me credit. And they're like getting all the stuff on social media, and I took the pictures and they didn't even give me credit, which wouldn't have cost them anything. I just got used, is what it felt like. I just got used. And so it took me a while to catch
Absolutely.
on. I wouldn't do that. So, yeah. So that's a hard lesson to learn.
But that's how you find your people, probably, right?
Yes.
Like, I can tell you, and including you, some of my dearest friends and, people that I admire and then I love to sit with and have coffee and help and
Mm.
promote also have been from those moments where I was like, okay, let's just do something together. So, and they are like, they're some of my really best friends. Then I know I can call them and said, hey, can you pick up my child because I am not going to make it? I guess you have to go through those bad apples to find the good ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you've got young daughters, right? They've got to be
Yes,
going through this in school too. I mean, this is what we learned from kindergarten on up, right? That
absolutely.
some people are our friends and then others are they're here for the moment and there are different kinds of friends and different kinds of friendship collaborations and the such, and learning that in business is kind of a rehash of that. I think when we're just getting started, we're just a very vulnerable state. And,
Absolutely.
I don't know, we're like meetings I went to, I would look around and instantly think in this networking meeting full of other women who are entrepreneurs, they're all making it. They're all look beautiful every day and aren't struggling at home and working till midnight or 2 in the morning like me. It's like they are just like, how did they do that, right? But the truth is, the truth is, M- many are still learning the game too. Yeah, it's just part of it. I think maybe going in, if I had known that better, it would have helped too.
But you cannot avoid that comparison, right? Like, I don't know, when you see someone, then they look like they have everything ready, right? Like
Yeah.
they're so. Yeah, you compare.
Yeah. I
It's
don't know.
human nature. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I think I need therapy.
You know what helped me is I was with a group and I kind of knew them from a couple seeing them a few times but not friends yet. We were going around the table doing I just like, is anyone else really having a hard time with this? Because I'm exhausted. And then it was like it was like suddenly people came out of their shells and started talking about it like for real. And then it came, how can I help you? How can I help you? We were all like jumping in because we all have certain things that we're better at and other things that we're not, right? And how could we work together to help each other? But it didn't happen until I said, I'm lost. I'm lost here, people. Am I the only one who doesn't get this? And then it's like the mask
Oh,
fell down. It changed
uh,
everything. And about half of them became really good friends because we were just being real.
okay, okay. I
Yeah.
think that's what we need. We need
Yeah,
to be more real,
maybe
right? Like
so. Yeah.
there's this struggle on in being an entrepreneur,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes we have it, we put in a mask.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. We need to be real.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean we're struggling every day, but when we are, to say, boy, I'm really struggling with such and such. And, as entrepreneurs, we're all helpers, right? We love to help each other. Anyway, I mean, that's where we went into business to do something to solve a problem. We're here to solve a problem of some kind. And so, in general, would be, especially women, we're like, what is it that you need? We'll try that next meeting, Claudia. How's that?
I like that. I think I'm going to do it and see
Okay.
what happens.
All
Maybe
right.
we need to bring like Kleenex tissues just in case someone starts crying.
I have some of those little packages I can bring, you know.
We we should.
I think maybe that's a great thing. I'll report back on that, y'all, because I think that's a really good idea. What would happen if you're just completely honest?
I'm
Yeah.
an ugly crier. You know how some people cry and they look cute? Like you're like you want to hug them. Oh
Mm-hmm.
no, not me. I'm
Mm-mm.
an ugly, ugly crier. I
Okay.
cannot control myself.
There'll be two of us. I know you have a new bag coming out.
Yes.
Yes. So I share with our audience what it has taken to get this far and when it comes out, because I'll be providing some links.
Okay, this one, it's a little bit special. Well, every single one is special, but right now this is the most special one. It took me about 9 months, right? And it's even though it's just a crossbody, simple handbag, we pay a lot of attention about the leather that we're using and the colors and the texture. So we're combining just a regular cowhide with uh, different textures and colors, and it's so Texas.
It
It's
is.
so pretty.
I've I've only seen your preview
Um,
pictures.
that one is a tough one to find because when you have, the regular cowhide with the hair,
Hmm.
you have to find one that is not scratchy, right? Because no one wants to wear it and feel that they are rubbing against your arm or your clothes. So
Yes.
it was difficult to find that leather that I wanted, but we did it. It should be here next week. And as
Mm-hmm.
soon as it gets here, that's gonna be my to-go bag for a while.
Hmm.
And yeah, I cannot. It's just in time for Mother's Day. Uh, this is Texas. Rodeo is coming. It's
Yes.
perfect. It is a really cute bag.
And I love it when
Yeah.
it's got the natural hair on it. I just love those. So it caught my eye right away. And I made sure my husband saw it too. I'm like, ooh.
So because it's a natural hair, so even though we're producing about 20 pieces, there's nothing that is equal to another one, right? Because
Hmm.
it's natural. That's the
Yes.
difference between using a natural hide
Hmm.
and just a synthetic.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it
yeah.
is beautiful.
I'll be wearing it around. So there you go.
I like it.
All right, so this is the art of a meaningful life. What bit of advice would you love to give other entrepreneurs or women who are maybe thinking about taking the plunge? We haven't made it look oh so wonderful today, but it is, but honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, which is crazy, right?
I think you have to surround yourself with people that truly love you and support you and will be honest with you, right? Because sometimes we are afraid of giving feedback, especially when it's not a good feedback, but a negative feedback, because we don't want to hurt someone's feelings.
Hmm.
But you need to hear that. Like you need to hear like, oh, this is not good. Please don't waste your money on this. Like you need to hear that. You just have to make sure that the people around you really have your back. You have to have a really strong support system, whether that means two people behind you or like 20,
Hmm.
right? But those that are behind you have to really, really support you. That you can modify everything else on your business, right? Like
Yes.
you said, you start with portraits and now you do flowers, and your flowers are beautiful. Like I think they're amazing. So you can modify your business.
Hmm. Hmm.
How?
You just
But
never know sometimes, right? I mean,
yeah,
I just love that. I think, we surround ourselves with people and but you've got to have a pocket that are your truth tellers that
yeah.
will really tell you, like when you ask, does this dress make me look fat? They'll go, well, you might look better in something else, or this or that. Like you want somebody to tell you, right? Or
Yeah, you do.
oh, you have lipstick on your teeth. You need to have somebody there who'll say, you got, yeah, look at her cleaning her
And
teeth.
I just feel my day.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when someone does, then we really appreciate that because that's what we need to hear. Otherwise, you're just going to be kind of stuck thinking
Yeah,
it's all good. And we don't want people whispering behind our back it's not good. We want them to tell us to our face so we can do something.
absolutely.
I've loved this conversation. I've loved this because I think truth is going to be our big thing today is truth in on what the journey is like and how actually truth and talking about it can make a big difference on um, how we cope with it, and how we look at it. And in some ways, I think in the beginning, we just have to surrender over to some of the long nights and days and things, because that's a part of it. And when we go in thinking it's not going to be that way, then we're deeply disappointed and think we're doing something wrong, instead of like, hey, that's the beginning
You
and
have
maybe
to put a lot of hours.
mm,
Like I can tell you, I work probably like 60 to 80 hours a week because of the two businesses, right? Like,
uh-huh.
and what I'm saying is like whether I am doing marketing or creating or having to go to the store to drop inventory or doing meetings or network or this or emails, I am working constantly.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you have to be ready.
It is. It is. That's like our life. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's
Now, I also take vacations, a lot of them, whenever I want.
listen up. Vacations are
So,
important. Yeah.
I may be working 60, 80 hours a week for 3 weeks, and then I take a week off.
Very
And
good.
okay, this week I'm just gonna do what makes me happy, whether it's
Mhm.
hiking, going to Mexico, doing whatever makes me
Yeah.
happy.
And one of the key misses around creativity is rest, whether it's nap time, breaks, trips, times doing, for me, it's just walking, in a field of flowers or something. And I really do have fields of flowers. I just go, right? I just wander around and I may have my camera, which feels like work, but it's not work. It's like, ah, I need that. I need that recoup. And I also love
Yeah,
a good nap because naps are great.
really, I am not a napping. I don't sleep that much. I
Yeah,
sleep like maybe 5 hours a day, and that's it.
I used to
I
be
don't
that
know how I
way.
do it.
I used to.
Really?
Years you check back with me. Of course, I'll be
Okay.
86 by then, so I'll be napping when you check back. Yeah, the older I get, the more I love my naps. And when I wake up, it's like my ideas are fresh and I'm just smoother, a lot smoother.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. I'm
Hmm.
gonna try
Taking
it.
a little power nap or just, we love our Audible books, right? Our audio
Oh,
books. plug them in, cool compress over your eyes, give yourself half an hour, and when you come back, you'd be like lots more energy
Okay,
and
I will
ideas.
try it.
It piques your creativity. So
Okay,
it's
I will try it.
now there's a fun task to try. All right. Well, I have had a blast today. I hope y'all have loved listening. I can't wait to see comments on this, Claudia, because I think we're going to hear some other people who probably are kind of grateful to hear.
Oh, thank you. I
Mhm.
hope so. It was so good to talk to you.
Yes. All right, everybody. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.